Gotta go to Discord. Share cast. Alrighty. Just gonna wait. Shouldn't be too long. Just make sure my volumes are working. There we go. La da da da. La da da da. Da, da, da. I got a notification. Is it from Ghosty Man? It is from Ghosty Man. Alright. So lobby should be created soon. Mr. Nation is logging in very shortly. And yeah, we got a pretty high best of 3. The last 2 best of 3s have been really disappointing. One of them was like a 1-game stomp into an FF, and the other was just a disgusting massacre. So I'm really hoping for I'm hoping for, you know, more of like a back and forth style game, you know? I would really like for you know, like, cause when it's like a 15,000 gold deficit stomp 2 games in a row, it's like, why are we watching? It's like, you know, when like one lane has a master and like a platinum, and then the other lane has a I don't know, like a silver and a gold. Like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, what is this point system? I have no clue how the point system works or whatever, but like, holy, if we got that balance, bro, man, it's like having Faker play against like beginner bots. Like, they're not winning. Unless it's a trollolololololololol. Just doing the gotchas on the side here. My Steam is open. Let's while we wait, let's just get our Arrows fantasy dailies done. Don't worry, you're not gonna see anything on screen. Not gonna see any boobed up women. Nah. Well, my women. But yeah. Did I miss a day? I think I missed a day. No, I didn't. Okay. Liliana's event? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Ermagerd. Ermagerd. Full water? Hey, yo, baby. Hey, Gianni, get your ass back in here. Wanna beat up that Liliana. Give me the alhamdulillah when you come to Allah. Hey, you get Valentine's Day chocolates for this event. This is so cool. Alright. Alright. Looks like we got, I think, the Ghost Nation squad all set up. I welcome everyone to the live stream. Mr. Nation said he wanted to start the draft arenas between 7:50 and 7:55, so we could get the game fully started at 8 p.m. So hopefully no interruptions, no disconnections, no lag, no bad spectator. A lot of things that could go wrong. Alright. So now I think we're just waiting on... Who are we waiting on? We just need Cedric? Wait, who can I level up? Oh shit, I can rank up my Lily? Hey, yo, give me them cheeks. Hey, let's go. Alright, who else? And Taylor? Okay. Okay. Yeah, a little bit less outfit. It's all Gucci and a Bamuchi, you know. That Wagwan. Alright. We are just waiting for the start of the draft linky, and when the linky is up, don't worry, we'll be commentating over it. I'm just waiting on it. So until I see it, I can't really do anything. Might as well be productive and get my cutie points where I need my patootie points, you know? I hate how in like some gacha games you have to be like active every single day, and sometimes even taking like a single day off, like you're seen as a war criminal. It's like, bro, it's a gacha game. Just let me log in, do my dailies, and if it's not the time to roll for best girl, bro, like just let me log off. But some people are like, no! It's a heresy. It's like, why is... Okay, I guess Cedric having lobby issues. What is this? You're up to date. Nah, I'm good. I don't need to install no nothing. No, nothing. No, nothing. Nothing. No, nothing. So, I think this game... Oh, here go, draft link is gonna be up, so give me a second. Let me turn off my crank-a-jank game. Can I? Why is it not showing? What? Hey, give me a second. Am I stupid or? I could be stupid. Ah, there we go. Okay. I thought I was stupid. My bad. Don't worry. It's all fixed. Alright. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. You know this, yo, what's up, Prime? How you doing? As always, I've updated the shit out of Twitter. I've been super active on reposting that shit. Yo, if you're looking for some new sauce, I got you. Why you always ask? So I figured I you know I'd let you know that I put some good shit up, you know. Alright, here we go. Started draft numero uno. We got Hydro on blue. Hell yeah. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna be banning the we're gonna be banning the Dino away from Soma. Taking away the Viego here from Wake Up. Dars is GP, an exclusive ban. We're banning the Batan Skarner Flex. We don't know if she'll bring it out, but you know, maybe if it's open, we're gonna see like Skarner Senna bot lane, and that could be disgusting. Dar is getting another target ban with the Fiora, and of course, Mel now enabled, the most broken person of color in League of Legends history. Is she more broken than Lucian was? Yeah, I think so. She instantly got nuked after like less than a day. Lucian took at least 2 weeks to get nerfed. Alright, oh shit, no. Batan with the crying Varus build. Let's see this time if she's gonna stick to one or stick to the other. But I love the Ezreal a lot more than I like the Varus. But hey, Varus super strong right now. MrJC considering locking in the way in for Mr. Nation. Blind picking the Hui when Syndra is open? You know, that's a little correct. But we're gonna answer the Varus with the sneaky rat. Someone's been watching Los Ratones because they're acting very snitchy like. Alright, so we got some solid DPSers here for the side of JC. We'll have to see what build Ann ends up going, and it really just depends. Is ours ever gonna play a tank? Because if he doesn't play a tank and Larry isn't playing a tank, then Lethality kind of go to. Also, it's kind of nice to like kill the Twitch because he doesn't build lifesteal anymore. You don't go Bork anymore on Twitch. And I think if anything, you might go like Bork or BT like 5th item, because you really want to hit that 100% crit. Ari Vi, disgusting mid jungle duo here for HydroQuebec. Wake Up and sorry. Our Ghost Nation's Ari. McDabber's Hui. Sorry, I got them mixed up. Sorry about that. So, disgusting 2v2 so far drafted here for HydroQuebec. Et là, il va falloir savoir si on est capable de survivre le early game. Because the early game, very important. See, I spoke French a little bit for you guys. You know, got to give you some of that fat. Okay. We're banning K'Sante against Nico. Okay, I thought we were banning K'Sante against us. I'm like, no way in hell this man's ever touching that champion. Like, putain merde. Alright. So K'Sante and Mal, you know, it's February. We gotta pay tribute to Black History Month. So we're gonna ban some of the most honorary member of the February gang. He's an assassin. He's a mage. He's a DPS. He's a tank. He's an AD carry. He's a support. He's a long-range engage. He's got globals. How you don't know what's wrong until you find yourself getting brittled up your cheeks. And it just is what it is. Alright, so we're going to bet Poppy and Gnar. Gnar, I can see as a Darce ban, but Poppy, is that just like a Soma ban? Or is it a Metaphors ban? Because Metaphor looked great on Engage Champions, you know? Like, we told us, like, oh, it's your first time as a support player or whatever. I don't know. He looked fantastic in his last series. Rakan here, going to be locked in. Actually pretty useful with the Twitch, allowing for, like, some sneaky... you can't really predict where the Twitch is going to be until you see the Battle Dance. Sorry, not the Battle Dance, but, like, the... Yeah, it's the Battle Dance. But when you see the Battle Dance, sometimes it's too late. Alright, Nautilus here, gonna be looked into for my boy Zenze. Once that redemption, he put on a hell of a good show against Hellhounds last week. In week number 1, when they murdered the shit out of my boys. There were some technical difficulties in the players' builds last week, but let's not let that get to us. Let's have a fun, clean game, stress-free, full of adult... Jace made it this far into the list? What? Wait, Nico's playing Jace? Is it Tank Jace? Okay, man, it could be Tank Jace, but Ambess is open, no? This is horrible, no? But does Darce play Ambessa? We've seen the Warwick, we've seen the Fiora, we've seen the Gangplank, and now potentially there's a Gnar. What is the pick gonna be? Is it gonna be the Warwushki? But Warwick, oh, it is gonna be the Warwushki! Here we go. We're gonna have a nice, fun, clean game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kind of just too good at like knowing shit, and when it's players that it needs to be what it's like 4-6. All right, so sorry if the mic cut out. I was just happy, and when I'm happy the mic goes beep. It flatlines because my mic is too awesome. I do need to get a pop filter, but I need to get a real job for that. So one day, you know, the homie's gonna support the broskies. And if you want to support me right now, you can. If you want to, it is completely optional. You can choose to subscribe to Twitch and or YouTube channel. Both proceeds go to my lovely Get Better Gear fund. And with better gear means I can bring you better streams. And I can also afford to one day pay for a professional overlay, so we could get some cool shit done. You know, it costs a lot of money, and these artistic people are really fucking greedy for money. So, outside of my VTuber mama, my model mama, who gave me a fantastic price. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're gonna run the ad break, and we'll be back. Ba-dam bam bee-dam ba-dam ba-dim ba-dam bee-dam boom bam ba-bim-da bam ba-dim bee-dam boom. Alright, make sure you get your water, you get your drinks, you get everything you need. Oh, is that my boy Duz? Is my boy Duz giving a follow? Let's go. I didn't recognize the name until like I just realized, you know. So, for those still in the chat or that Twitch Turbo or whatever, what are we thinking? Can I make a poll? How do I make a poll? Manage a poll, new poll. Who got them hands? Game 1. Batan. Metaphor. Who got them hands for game number 1? Who got them hands? Please vote in the chat. Oh, also, we're going to do a prediction. There you go. We got a prediction. And we got a poll in the chat. So vote for who got them hands in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting on your choice. Alright, but of course, gotta mute the music. Alright. Who got them hands? Oh. Looks like no one wants free money. Rip. It's okay. We'll get them in the next one. There's still 40 seconds in ads, so maybe people don't know how to get them hands. But got a minute left before the draft. I'm just really trying to finish this shit as fast as I can. Alright. About 30 seconds before we get in the gamesies. Here we go. I think it's good enough. I don't know. I might be like in the middle of the scoreboard, but... Alright, so for game 1, we got our skin roulette, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what kind of skin roulette we got. We got some sexy skins. I hope so. I want to see some sexy skins. Here, for game number 1, we got Arcane Survivor, Jace, Arcane Undercity, Vi, Arcane Ari, Arclight, Varus, Crystal, Indominus, Nautilus, Cosmic Dawn, Rakan, Crime City, Twitch, Grey Warwig, Lancer, Stratus, Wukong, and Winter Blessed Way. Alright, so we're one Arcane skin off the Arcane Addendum.
I hear your trash. Bow before your king.
Remember that all arguments in chats should be settled in a 1v1 money match for gifted subbies on Twitch. Just saying. That's the only real way to secure the trash talking rights.
30 seconds
But
minion spawn.
we got what looks like I don't know if it's gonna be Tank Jays, cause it's not Grasp. And normally, we always see Grasp on Tank Jace. But Nico has started the tier. Yeah, I fixed the overlay, no worries. The players never want to place themselves, so I gotta place them for me.
Minions have spawned.
Well, it's not the Vander skin, bro. We almost had the Arcane top lane matchup. Akane. We love Akane. Alright, so it looks like we got standard 5-point. Both sides. Nothing special. Quad, triple TP because Dars went the barrier route. Zensei gonna get a nice grand entrance, and Cedric here putting some hurt on Batan. But we've got the Q coming in. Unfortunately, that means we don't have no rat piss in your face or some expungy wangy. And start the lane. Metaphor a little bit more chunk than he probably wanted to be. But it looks like we've got lethality Varus because no real tanks here on the side of JCFanclub. Coach Nation gonna have to try and weather through the early part of the lane, starting at level 6 with the fact that he can directionally dash using the Spirit Rush. He should be able to find kill angles early level 2 here for Cedric and Metaphors. Are we going to make a play happen? Now, Nico also has to be a little bit careful. He doesn't have the grass, can't take any of those healthy trades. It's going to be a little harder for him to sustain back up if ever things go awry. Jungler's clearing at about the same speed. Vi going to wake up, gonna have a, like about a 2-second lead on maybe like a 5-second lead on the Wukong just because of how the Vault Breaker works. And excited to see how Batan plays this Varus game. So normally what you see on these Varuses when they are lethality is you get a tier go into Oppo. Once you get Oppo, you once you get Yomu's, then you either go Opportunity, you either go Opportunity, Edge of Night, and then by that point your tier is like stacked up, so you finish it, it transforms. Sensei with a flash hook. Metaphor's gonna miss the grand entrance because it's gonna get CC delayed, but Metaphors doesn't have another battle dance. The piercing arrows coming in through, but Soma here looking for a counter gank, gonna hit Zensei up, gonna do a bit of damage, and Zensei in a little bit of trouble. There's no flash. That's first blood for Cedric, and we're gonna keep going because we got a takedown. We got a refresh on the piss, and is the piss gonna be enough? No, it looks like it's not gonna be enough. Dar's looking to take a bite out of Vander, out of Jace himself. Sorry, Vander is Warwick. What am I talking about? Gonna do the Om-Nom to the skies. And gonna get thrown back with a hammer into a shock blast. A nice little combo, but unfortunately, Warwick ends up hitting 2 minions. Is back to half health. We know the struggles of dealing with someone who can full heal off a single ability. But beautiful play by the bot lane of JCFanclub. Zensei had to burn the flash for the engage, so they knew that there was no way that he was getting out. Nico is low, and Dars knows it, but can't risk these turrets. They do so much damage. It's kind of stupid. I guess that's why it's a canon, because it goes kaboom boom in your asshole and then you go boom boom bye. But now Batan and Zensei able to get a good wave push in. There's going to be a lot of CS on the turret here for Cedric to take. Looks like he is going Collector first, so we are going to see the crit Twitch route. The old way of playing Twitch always was Bork Runans. Yeah, it was like Bork Runans IE. This, you replace the Bork with the Collector, and you get, you go Collector. Normally, you can go like Collector IE Runans or Collector Runans IE, but you're aiming to get 4 crit items within your 4 items. Dabber's gonna have to flash away, ignited, but gonna live on very low HP. And Dar's gonna be able to make it out. Nice job by Nico to sidestep the infinite duress, but Warwick a little bit too strong. Ghost Nation has his ultimate, forced to use it here. Gonna get a nice charm combo onto Cedric, but because Batan was looking to freeze the wave anyways, Cedric here just getting some rotational CS. This could mean though that Batan gets access to the first turret plate of the game. And it looks like it's going to be a solo plate here for Batan. Batan also getting the Dirk first. I like that Batan is building adequately as she is fitting nicely into her new role. But here, Soma and Metaphors have taken lead at Grubs. So we're going to do the standard Grub for Dragon exchange because we have Prio top and HydroQuebec have Prio in the bot lane. Gotta miss that cannon minion for Nico. Could it... I don't know if that EQ was worth it on 2 caster minions. You couldn't just EQ'd the cannon minion, no? And here, Cedric gonna look for Batan, but Batan does have the Chains of Corruption. Is it gonna be enough? He's taking a half already. Zensei is here. And Wake Up might be looking for a place that doesn't have access to the flash, but Metaphor is gonna spot out that there is a play in the waiting, going to grind the entrance over the wall. It's not gonna be much left to do. Batan a little low on mana, probably really wants to get a reset for probably like a tier end per item. So that is what I would think. The to the skies here on the McDabber, the gank from top lane, the flash hammer into Ghost Nation, and that was almost a 4-man play in the mid lane. You're giving Cedric a lot of leeway on a turret. I don't know why Zensei and Wake Up were looking to gank the mid lane as well. McDabber with no flash was already kind of confirmed dead when Jace to the skies him, and the fear missed. So it is what it is. Looks like we're going BFT versus what could be Luden's Blicky. There is no tank here on the side there's no tank here on the side of well, no actual tank here on the side of again JCFanclub. So we don't really need to build burn or massive pen early, just some poke. Dar's gonna get caught up though, and that's a 3-man, and Violet gonna be able to take down her adoptive father. Sorry, Arcane spoilers, but if you haven't watched it, are you ever gonna watch it? Like, Arcane season has passed and the Arcane TFT thing is almost done, so here we go. Alright, Nico looks to be going, I mean, that's not a Black Cleaver. So it looks like it's just Monamune first. Interesting. Wake Up here. Gonna miss the Vault Breaker. Gonna use the Cease and Desist, but gonna get taken low. Soma looking. Gets the Flash Trickster. But Wake Up with a really nice flash to get away. Burns Soma's flash and Soma's ultimate. And essentially, yeah. Batan here did burn her ultimate, trying to duel the Twitch, but it did not work out. Still, the barrier is available here for Batan, so there are things that they can do. Warwick looking to get that Blade of the Rune King as soon as possible, but realizes he's gonna need some Mercury Chats, because Tenacity is one hell of a bitch. Soma here in the bush looking to take the buff away from Vi. Vi is also pretty low. Okay, Soma with a nice job pushing Wake Up off the buff. That is going to give them priority for a play bot lane should they want it. Cedric here gonna get taken pretty low, taken down to like really not much, but Batan is gonna greed, and the Monkey King is trying to find an out. Dar's here making his roam from the bot lane, and he's just gonna infinite the rest and under the turret, and he goes yum 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 yum. Give me that shit, bitch. And yeah, I'm not sure. I think that was very greedy by the side of HydroQuebec. I don't think we should have gone for that play. Like, sure, the Twitch was like super low, but you kind of forced them off, and then Soma was just there, been chilling, and I mean, look, you traded another kill on the Twitch for an extra plate on the Jace. Is it enough? That's the real question, because you lost the feats of warfare. Okay, Soma here looking for Ghost Nation. McDabber gonna get the Grasping Maw. And Ghost Nation gonna be taking to about 50%. Wake Up here, looking for a play, but they really need to not let the grubs go down. Soma gonna be taken down low. The Spirit Rush, but Wake Up here gonna be taken down. Dar's here looking for more. Metaphor's gonna heal up just a little bit, and it's gonna be enough. And Zensei just gonna be taking the Shadow Realm here. Not much that they can do. So it looks like it's gonna be an objective denial here from the side of HydroQuebec, because they stole a grub. Technically, they stole a grub. But Nico here gonna be in a bit of trouble. Gets rooted up here by the way, but Ghost Nation does get the kill. We have the Infinite Duress coming up very soon, but we don't have the flash. We do have the flash here on Dars, but he's not gonna be able to get away. Dragon has spawned though, and it's still 1-1 in objectives. It's first of 3 objectives, but Cedric now getting a third turret play. This Twitch is rich. An 1100 gold lead over Batan. And the 1 grub is nice here for HydroQuebec, but is it enough? Because now Twitch has boots, he's got collector, and he's gonna... yeah, he's got boots collector. That's a lot. So we're taking a 2-1 lead on objectives here for the side of HydroQuebec. But I don't know if it's gonna be enough, because like, this Warwick is a little bit behind, but he's already got the Bork. And you saw what he did to Nico. From full life to almost no life within just like, it was like auto attack. Man was just feasting. It was like before the sun rises during Ramadan. He was getting that meat. He was putting that bread in his mouth. And here, Metaphors might have overextended a little bit. Zensei here, not gonna land the hook. But Wake Up here gets the cease and desist onto Cedric. We don't hit the Chains of Corruption. The Metaphor here gonna get taken low. Force the flash, but he's gonna get taken down. Ghost Nation really doesn't want to give up the kill. And we're gonna get the kill. Ghost Nation here, force the flash. McDabber gonna get interrupted by Zensei's hook. And Soma is here looking to reestablish at least a kill. And turret plating's gonna fall soon, so the next objective could maybe contest the feat of monster slaying. But for the time being, we are just gonna be rocking out. Another nice shock blast onto okay, the Eclipse Shield proccing was really helpful, but the minion aggro gonna be enough to give Dars a free kill in the one-on-one, using his flash to confirm. But yeah, things not going very well here for the side of Nico. Had a little bit of a CS lead, but down in kills. This Warwick is huge, and now that turret plates have worn off, it is a lot easier to take turrets. And the Warwick doesn't really have an ability that helps him take turrets that fast, but Soma is going to be able to steal the blue buff. Cedric could be in a little bit of danger. I mean, he is alone. There is Zensei. Zensei does have flash, flash ignite, but there is a turret. So we'll have to see. That turret in the top lane is getting very low. If it is taken here by the side of Dars, could be okay. And yeah. Okay, so we are gonna lose Dars, but in exchange, we are probably just gonna kill, oh, the split focus here. Wake Up and Nico might be able to live, but a nice grand entrance. Metaphor here, gonna go down. It's all down. It's all down to Soma. Can he outplay? I don't think so. I mean, the monkey just gonna see the monkey gonna die, but Batan getting sniped by McDabber. Call a Caitlyn ultimate because she was smited down from the heavens. Nice distorted thunderbolt here by McDabber to make up for the lack of kills. But feats of strengths have been completed over here by JCFanclub. And while it doesn't mean much, 5 extra magic resist, 5 extra attack speed, you know, if you get Swifties with these feats, that shit is pretty stupid. And if you get the symbiotic souls, it's like 110 movement speed plus 10% when out of combat. Reduced to 50, just extra 55 when you're in combat. But still, you are literally running at the speed of sound with Swifties and symbiotic souls. If you're a champion that can abuse them, abuse them. Because to be fair, Berserker Greaves, they don't really give much attack speed. And you can just build an actual attack speed item like a Zeal, which gives you % movement speed and helps you get closer towards what you need. But it looks like we are probably getting a, I want to say, is that a Yuntao Wild Arrows in construction here for the side of Cedric. I have to see more because the Scout Slingshot does build into quite a few things. Sensei gonna hook Soma. Soma gonna take a nice Thunderbolt, but Batan here gonna get knocked up. Cedric's trying, but he's not gonna be able to dodge. We get the teleport in from Ghost Nation, but things are going south here for JCFanclub. Dar's looking to make his play, but Ghost Nation is here. We get the cease and desist to buffer through the Cyclone. And that looks like it's going to be the Rift Herald just given over here to the side of, yeah, the Rift Herald given here over to the side of DHydroQuebec. Mounting a pretty good comeback-ish. Yeah, fighting without your Fed Warwick is a little bit awkward. Yeah. JCFanclub have been getting caught 3v5 in quite a few scenarios, so things get kind of ugly. But if this game goes long enough, the side laning, it looks like we've got an Ocean Rift. This Rift. Metaphor here might be looking for a play here on Wake Up, but it looks like we've just got everyone down in the bot lane. There's no Varus, there's no Jace. It's perfect time here to start the Dragon, and it looks like we are gonna start up the Ocean Dragon. It's hard to drag it out because he's got pretty big range, but here we've got Dars holding Wake Up in the mid lane, and as long as Wake Up is not near the Dragon Pit, looks like it's going to be an objective give over here to the side of JCFanclub. However, blue team DHydroQuebec do have the Rift Herald. We'll just have to see what turret they feel like taking, because that bot lane turret is going to go down eventually. There is a void buff on it. And next wave, if anything, Dar's here looking to deal with Nico. And gonna miss the infinite duress. And gonna have to be careful here, but with the lethal tempo and the ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, gonna be able to just fuck him up. And Sensei here gonna take the kill on Dabber, gonna clear the turret, but now Soma has something to say about it. The Cyclone is almost all cooled down, and Batan here gonna be taken to the Shadow Realm. Dar's here looking for a play on Wake Up, working towards that, I don't know, I think it's a Titanic Hydra. But Metaphors and Cedric, with that victory in the mid lane, allow them to take the the mid outer turrets. We do lose the bot outer in exchange for McDabber's life, but oh no, we went Stridebreaker, guys. So Warwick really wants to stick on the people, has the Merc Treads. Should be able to get stuff done. The Monomune has transformed into the Muramana, so Jace should be able to get quite a bit of extra damage in. But the front line is a little bit what's lacking on both sides. I kind of would have liked Tank Jace, but I can understand that Tank Jace looks at Warwick, and Warwick is like, hey, yo, a free health pack all game. And I can understand you got to try and be able to kill the Warwick. And here Metaphors rotating up, Scribe's Bloom gonna be popped, showing some vision. Soma now working towards his cleaver. Voracious Atacon has spawned up top. Looks like there was not enough action. Warwick pressing the gas button. The Nos not gonna be able to find what he wants. So just gonna go back to clearing the wave. Okay, but that turret is low. One wave of action with that turret, and it's gonna be taken down. However, we've got the pseudo vegan Ari build, or whatever, the I gotcha build, where she's just looking for long range catches to deal a bit of extra damage, and with the ult reset, I would have loved to see something more like a Shadow Flame or just a little bit more damage, but you do need cooldown reduction on Ari. She's very cooldown reduction heavy. And yeah, Warwick's gonna just slap this turret a few times. And yeah, if Ghost Nation tries something, he's just gonna get ulted. It's got to be very careful. This Warwick is very strong at the 2-item mark, but 2 items across for all carries. Looks like the item that was built here by Cedric was indeed the Runan, so can expect the Infinity Edge next. And yeah, we'll have to see. Metaphors here, gonna find Wake Up and Batan, not gonna want any of that smoke, so is going to rally behind his legs and get back to it. Zensei looking to get a little bit of vision, but it's gonna get cleared out by Soma and Metaphors. Cedric here now putting a pink in the red raptor bush, and we'll have to see what we get done. Gold is about 700 in the favor of HydroQuebec, but it's like swaying back and forth. So far, not many gold leads. We've got about 1,000 gold lead mid, 1,000 gold lead top, and bot lane's pretty much the same. So I'm going to turn the scoreboard off for the time being because we don't really need it right now. And let's just see what our next point of contention is going to be. There is a dragon spawning in a minute 10 seconds. Would be Ocean Soul Point here for the side of HydroQuebec. They have to give up the last one due to not having any priority or whatever. Soma is going to find Nico taking the red. And we're positioning very aggressively near the Otacon, but this Otacon hurts. Okay, we're dropping the Herald in the top lane. We're looking to get that action down, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and the crash with an Ari auto should be enough to take it. Okay, my dad, we're gonna make sure that we do not get another crash in. But Dragon is going to be spawning in 20 seconds. So my metaphors are making their way down. But Wake Up and Sensei are here first. Dars is just taking out the... ooh, Dars might have to ult over the wall. Well, he's a little bit stuck. Gonna manage to ult over the wall. As Soma's not going to be able to save him. We get a nice engage by metaphors. That's a 4-man engage. The teleport here coming in from Ghost Nation. But Cedric can't commit the ultimate yet. He doesn't have vision. So that's going to be Dars dead through the barrier, through his ultimate. And Metaphors here going to get caught out. Beautiful play by Zensei. And it looks like things are going a little bit sour here for JCFanclub. Communications seem to be a little awry. But I like what I'm seeing here from the side of HydroQuebec. They struggled a little bit in their first game. But when they reverse swept DH in week 1, and looked pretty clean in some of the other games. And so far, having a pretty good game. Looks like she's going Edge of Night, and we are probably going IE third here on the Twitch. Warwick probably looking to get a Randuin's. It's just a good item against Ari, who builds Shadow Flame, because critical strikes do account for critical strikes that aren't physical. So that 30% reduction is very helpful. Metaphor is looking for a play here on Zensei, but Ghost Nation is nearby. Batan and Wake Up are also making their way up, so it's a little bit dangerous. Your Twitch is nowhere near the action. Wake Up here, gonna find Soma and do a little bit. Get the chains onto Wukong. He's gonna get taken down. Metaphor is also gonna be taken to the Shadow Realm. And Cedric now. Okay, the flash hook by Sensei gonna go out on a limb and miss. Batan here though, nice play, buffering. Gonna have to flash the Distorted Lightning, but McDabber here looking to get some repentance. However, not gonna be able to finish off Sensei here. Okay, Darius with a nice outplay, using the Mountain Howl to be able to flash back in, and at max stacks, just go to all over the guy's face. Looks like Otacon is going to be taken uncontestedly here from the side of HydroQuebec. That means they do have the false life. Jace will have false life when he spawns, but the timer starts ticking now. So he will have wasted about 20-ish seconds of Otacon. I see here, looks like we almost have the items we want. We are going Sunfire Cape on Nautilus, third item. Second item, I'm not too sure. I feel like there maybe could have been a better item to get, but something like a Knight's Vow or something. But it looks like because Otacon was taken and everyone had recalls, it looks like we were trying to we're looking to try and force the withdraw here from Wake Up. So that way, because if he dies, he won't be in range to smite. Zensei also going to be going down. So now there's no one to stop the Baron take. But, okay, that's a triple kill for Ghost Nation. And, yeah, that's an ace. So we took Baron off the map. However, they were so low from the fight that they kind of just got mucker trucker, bro. And when you get mucker truckered, you get mucker trucker. Remember, they do have Voracious for a little bit, so they can suicide to the turret if need be. Is a 15-second death timer on everyone except Metaphor. And Metaphor not likely going to be able to interrupt the people taking these turrets. So that's going to be the mid-outer, top-outer taken, essentially. And an ace over the Baron. Ocean Soul being contested here. In just about a minute 20, so we'll have to see what we get done. Death Cap, Edge of Night coming in. We're working on a Death Stance now for Jace. Vi is going Koenig Rookern. And Zensei has Sunfire? Yeah, Zensei has Sunfire. So big item power spikes coming in through here for HydroQuebec, looking to cleanly win game number 1. The early point was a little bit of a struggle, and there was a lot of greed in the bot lane, but the redemption being pulled through. Also, Ghost Nation pulling his weight as an Ahri. Sometimes this player can be a little hit or miss, but really has been spot on, getting the carries. Hit with the Charming Dagger here, forced the flash over the wall. Chains of Corruption gonna go wide, but see another charm just landing, and Soma gonna get stuck under turret, using the Cyclone, but gonna get taken down by the Ghost Nation. And it looks like the inting services turned into the Ghost Nation winning services, because Ghost Nation now gonna be able to get, with his team, that bot lane inner turret. Dars really wants to pressure that mid-inner, but I don't think they should be able to get anything more than the mid-inner. It looks like the inhibitor is going to be out of reach here for Dars. The Warwick not working out too well. Communications seems a little bit down here in game number 1 for the side of JCFanclub. We'll have to see if they can regroup. It's not completely over yet. It's only a 4,000 gold deficit, but you are down an Ocean Soul, and I think if the Elder fight goes awry where you get ace instantly, the game just ends, because with one grub, it's enough. It's enough with a wave to take multiple turrets, and especially because the champions can just tank the wave instead of the minion, even if there's like a single minion left or whatever. So you can get a lot of stuff done. So we'll have to see what we end up getting done. Let's open back up. Still no IE here on the Twitch. Batan almost working with Australia's Grudge. We've got the Blighting Jewel. Wake Up is gonna find Dars though, and we're gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Here comes the Cease and Desist, but the Infinite Duress gonna be used to buffer the knockup at the last second. Really good thing for Warwick. That ult cooldown is pretty low at this point in the game, but it's still a pretty massive crowd control. Not going to be available here for the side of JCFanclub. And I mean, hey, Jace didn't have the best laning phase into the Warwick, but I mean, this is the first time Darius is struggling to turn what was technically a big lead into something from his lane. Alright, Ghost Nation looking for a play. That Orb of Deception and EQ combo from the Jays are going to do a lot of damage. Dabber down to 50% from just 1 Q and 1 EQ from the mid and top respectively. Here, Batan is safe with that Edge of Night. Engaging on Batan would just be suicide at this point. Nation here going to get a decent amount of damage onto the Wiki. But Batan getting just 1 attack on the turret. You can see how low it's starting to get. Soma here had to recall, was a little bit low. Metaphor's looking for that engage angle. Yeah, Dodge gonna be taking like super low. Nico not really gonna care. The Ocean Soul means as soon as you hit something, you start healing back up. And 2 Ocean Dragons is pretty decent healing every 5 seconds anyways. So the turrets are starting to go down. Metaphor here. Wake Up here, now stuck over the wall, force the flash. We get the big Quay Hurricane. And now we're looking for a play on the Wake Up. Is it going to work? We do get the shutdown, but Batan is untouched. However, we don't have much left in the tank. Batan gonna get, Batan's shield gonna get worn off, but Cedric is popping off. It will. Cedric just died though. Here, Dars looking. But Warwick should be able, the flash, the auto, the slow from the stride breaker, and that's gonna be a team fight win here for the side of JCFanclub. Some beautiful peel, great movement by Cedric, but that was both Cedric's flash and barrier, everything from Metaphor, the flash from Dars. If this doesn't like recalibrate a little bit of the gold that they need to have, there's not much left in the tank. Baron has spawned once again. There's still not really any lifesteal here for the side of Cedric, but there is no one to contest. There's no teleport ward here for the Jace. So that should be a free Baron this time. Can they get out alive? And Wake Up gonna try and go for the steal, but gonna cost his life. And that was pretty greedy, because although Elder is up in 2 minutes, there is no objective to fight on the map. But without Wake Up, it's really hard to lock down Cedric. Let's see what we have now. Cedric now at 100% crit efficiency. Warwick at 4.5 items. Dars is huge. Is up almost 3,000 gold against the Jace. And the only one who's suffering a gold deficit here, like a big one, is McDabber, but that's because Ghost Nation is still the only deathless player in this game. Really looking to show us that his Ahri is ban-worthy. Also, there's nothing Batan can do against a Warwick once you're low. Even if you have Sereldias, if you don't have Flash, it's just gonna run you down. He runs way faster than you do. Also has the feats of strength. Did he upgrade his feats of strength boots? He did. Wukong did not though. I'm surprised to see Twitch didn't either. I would like to see Swift Marches on the Nautilus, but I guess limited funds make it a little bit harder. But we're not getting much done with this Baron. We kind of just took it to take it off the map, equalizing the gold lead, but we're not getting anything done. This is very, very good wave clear here from the side of I gotta go wave clear here on the side of DHydroQuebec. Let me just take a swig of Wawa, because I'm thirsty. Throat drier than the Sahara in the middle of summer. Alright. Then looking to get that poke and not having the best Legolas impression that we could have seen. But Dragon has spawned. This is Elder. It's very dangerous to give over for either team. So we'll have to see who makes the first mistake. That's really what this team fight comes down to. Batan has subs. Okay. Soma getting caught. Gonna use the clone, but we're engaging on the Soma clone. But we do find a pick on Cedric. However, Wake Up is going down. And yeah, the DPS here for DHQC not able to find its mark. Looks like we're gonna settle on taking the Elder Dragon, but you see Wake Up going in, but there's no follow-up. No one can follow Cedric. Cedric didn't even have Flash, and he was fine. We used all our engage potential on the Wukong clone, which meant that we had no actual lockdown left. And looking at the money, no me, Cedric, I don't know, probably wants to finish his boots and then get like a BF sword or something. But Dar's now full build, outside of selling his boots for a 6 item, but 5 completed items to Jace's 4. And yeah, we got the Noxian War Marchers, and we got a BF sword. Like I mentioned, we got the Swift Marchers here for metaphors. It's gonna make it hard for them to lock him down in team fights, and the real point of the Rakan that makes him so strong is that you get everyone charmed up, and they can't play. They get charmed and then they get knocked up. It's like that's like almost 3 seconds of CC where if you don't have cleanse, you're not getting out of here. Nico here in no man's land. McDabber, Soma, and Cedric. Everyone's looking to make Nico die. We got the Elder, and now Nico's just going to go down, trying to buy some time, but there's still a cannon, which means we can push with this wave. There's a lot of things we can do. Does here applying pressure in the mid lane, and it's very dangerous to not be grouped up. I mean, it's a Warwick and it's a Twitch and a Wukong, 2 champions that have access to the keyword invisibility. Makes it hard. On the next wave, we are looking to contest this turret. Ghost Nation has to stay to stop, stop Dars from pushing. Metaphors looking for the ultimate. Everyone's gonna throw out their ultimates, and we're gonna miss. The charm goes awry. Okay, but someone here are gonna get caught up here. We got the Cyclone, the executes are coming through, and Twitch. It's just late game Twitch doing Twitch things. And looks like we're just gonna rotate to the mid lane, and that's gonna be the end of the game, folks. Looks like MrJcFanclub had better hands at the end of the day. Ghost Nation still remains unkillable, but oh, maybe he's gonna die. The execute here, but Dars. Oh no. Dar's gonna get taken low. The cannon gonna overheat, doing a lot of damage. The turrets are going down. It's just Ghost Nation against the world. And looks like Ghost Nation is not gonna end the game deathless. And that's the Nexus turrets. Zensei looking to try and stop something, but they know that they just take the turrets, and then this Nautilus is just dead. So that's gonna be a 1-0 comeback win from the brink of defeat here by MrJcFanclub. Cedric had the better hands. The positioning on the Twitch, flawless. And yeah, you can see in the damage. Most damage by... only out-damaged Hui by 2k, but more damage to Batan by 10. And 7 and 6k respectively over the Jace and the Ahri. So Twitch, a powerhouse to be reckoned with, at least in the early parts of the series. Now we know a decently good answer into the Varus. And because it wasn't on-hit Varus could like kind of like auto through the damage, because you do get a little bit of that armor. But Lethality Varus has 1 HP item in the build, and that's the Edge of Night. So it kind of, it kind of stings at the end of the day. But we'll have to see. We are getting ready for game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Let me update the scoreboard for you guys. Alright, we've got JC up 1-0. There we go. Okay, I mean, that was a fun game to cast. There's a lot of back and forth and stuff. That's the kind of action I'm looking for. When it's just like a 15-2, 25-minute like murder machine, it's just like, it's not as fun as games like this, because this game felt close compared to some other games that really don't look as close. We'll have to see where we're going for side selection. It has not been decided yet. Oh. La da 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 da. Alright, I'll wait for people to get in the lobby. I'm gonna go get a glass of I call it liquid cocaine, but it's just like Minute Maid fruit punch, and yeah, I'll be right back. Gotta get some of them boosty boosts. We'll be right back. Petite intermission entre les games. We just bit bang chilling over here. I did all the dailies I could do on my phone, so I've like nothing to do. I could do more dailies on the PC and stuff, but Humgee. I don't know. Bam, bam, da, Alright, looks like the players are getting ready to join the lobby, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be starting the draft very shortly. If you complain about it, it just kind of happens, you know? We got some Yu-Gi-Oh players tonight. Not with deciding side selection currently. This is match point here for the side of JCFanclub. I take back what I said about the Warwick not working. It looked pretty good towards the end. Okay, so we are getting DHydroQuebec on red side. Alright, and we got the draft up. You know what that means. Ba-ba-da, bim-ba-dum-ba-dee, bum-ba-doo, bim-ba-dum-ba-doo. There you go. Now we just bing chilling and bing awaiting for the drafterinos. So this is Canal's soft fearless or weird soft fearless or something. I don't know. You can pick a champ on like one side, and then if you're the other side, you can pick that. You can pick a champion that your opponent's already played. It's not like traditional fearless, and I really don't know why. Does lead to some more boring drafts, but we'll see if the players are going to be drafting a little bit more entertaining drafts, because like we saw the Jace, we saw the Varus, we saw the Vi, we saw the Wukong, we saw the Hui, the Nautilus, the Rakan. Those are all standard picks we see in like pro play. But here for game 2, are we just going to see the teams swapped? I don't really associate McDabber as an RE player. I feel like he's more of a control style mage player than the likes of like one of those like assassin mages. I could maybe see him on something of the likes of the Syndra. I know Ghost Nation really likes Syndra and Swain, so it's not out of the picture yet as to what we are getting. Looks like we have the ready check here from JC and Hydro. So let's see, what are the bands gonna look like? We're gonna keep Wake Up off. So the same jungle bands coming through. Yes, this is Diana jungle, not Diana mid. Oh, we're gonna get the 2 respect bands for Dars here, cause we are blue side, so Dars more than likely is gonna have to blind pick, but more than likely is gonna blind pick anyways. Don't really need to give him counter pick. Okay, Mal gonna be a consistent man. I like seeing that as a consistent man. Champion is just a little bit OP. We're gonna pay respects to the Gangplank. Okay, looks like we don't want to deal with the Gangplank, but is the Fiora also coming down? Because I mean, there are some matchups where Fiora doesn't look that great, but late game Fiora, if JcFanclub just gets late enough in the game or whatever, doesn't matter if Fiora started 1-5, she gonna finish like 35, you know. So clock is ticking here for JC. What are we looking to ban? Huh? Wait. Huh? Why are we banning Wukong? It's already disabled here for HydroQuebec. Oh no, wait, so yeah, it's not Fearless. My bad. It's not banned for Hydro, it's banned for JC. Goddamn. Man, I wish this was just regular Fearless. It'd be so much easier to see. Yeah, I can see if you look in the champ, the blue square means it's disabled for one side, red square means it's disabled for the team on the other side. So that's what that means. So it does put a lot more strain on me having to remember what was Team A and Team B, and like we said, McDabber pivoting over here to the Syndra, great blind pick, does fantastically into Hui. Just saying, it was like the opposite in one of the games we saw last week, but Syndra is actually it's like a 95-5 matchup for Hui. Like, Hui's not supposed to win this matchup. If he doesn't win pre-6, he's dead. If he gets ganked, he's dead. Akali for McDabber? Okay. Sorry, Akali for Ghost Nation. Or could it be Dars? Sorry, I keep forgetting. McDabber is on JC. Ghost Nation is on Hydro. Again, apologies. I'll get it right for week 4 or week 3 if you guys play Saturday evenings. We've got Ezreal here locked in for Batan. Now, I like this pick for Batan. It's a lot easier to play than the Varus, a lot more streamlined. You land, you hit your Qs, you do well. And Batan kind of smurfed on Black Wax and Canadian Whale in their last series. So, Cedric and Metaphor's a little bit of a higher skill ceiling bot lane, but I'll have to see what we get out of it. Alright, Cedric just gonna answer with the classic late game outplayer vein. He's like, I don't care that you're playing Ezreal, you're gonna win lane early, but it doesn't matter. Once I get the 3 items, you lose. How? Once I get the 2 items, you lose. Okay, and Soma here going to pick up the Vi. So once again, we're gonna see Vi something. So hopefully, because we have a melee, we see a Sejuani. I'd love to see a Sejuani or a Maokai. Something with consistent crowd control for the Vayne. Hopefully. If we see... okay, hey, Pantheon works! Pantheon works! I was gonna be mad if I saw a fucking assassin, but Pantheon fucking works. Now, we don't know if this is Sensei's Pantheon or if this is Wake Up's Pantheon, but Works well in both roles. Let's see what the bans are here for round number 2. So far, a very brawly team here from the side of HydroQuebec. And just complete late game insurance here over from the side of JC. So we'll see if we're getting any more Dars respect bans. And instead, we're gonna ban Metaphor's Lulu. We're gonna ban Nico's Cassante. Alright. So far, paying the Cassante tax every game. I guess it's just something they don't want to deal with. I mean, Vayne is phenomenal at dealing with Cassante, just saying. Dodge the W, he can't hit you. Nope. Okay. So they really want to push Sensei towards an engaged support. Metaphors towards an engaged support. I mean, he looked fantastic on Rakan last game. Just saying. Okay, the Poppy here for Nico. Okay. I mean, a lot of Dars' champions hate playing into Poppy. So let's see what Dars has to answer with. Probably going to be picking the support and then give Dars a little bit more time to think. Or it's going to be vice versa. Ba-da-bum, bim-bum, ba-ram-bum, bim-bum, ba-da-ba-dum, bim-bum-dum-bum-bum, bim-dum-bum-dum-bum-bum, bim-dum-bum-bum-bum, bim-dum-bum-dum-bum-bum. Alright, Renata great with the Vayne late game. Gets technically a free GA or a free Otacon that doesn't send her back to base. She's happy. Pleasant attack speed buff. Hey! Great pairing for the Vayne. Though they are pretty short range. However, there's not much long range on the side of HydroQuebec either. So this pairs even better with the Poppy, the Renata pairs well against the Poppy, the Pantheon, the Akali. They kind of want to dive or whatever. If they all get hit by the hostile takeover, it's kind of just over. Okay, so we're gonna blind pick the Gnar here. We needed some physical damage because we had Dabber here on Syndra. And Vi's more of like a bruiser tank, not more of like an assassin. If you build her like an assassin, the biggest problem is she ults in and instantly dies. If you build her like a bruiser, her passive actually does something. Because her passive gives her an HP scaling shield. It's not an AD scaling shield. No, thank God. If it was an AD scaling shield, we'd have Skarner. If everything Vi was AD scale... Okay, I mean, Karma Ezreal is fine and all, but against Renata, okay, well, there's not much fun engaged champions to play into Renata, to be fair, but, oh, Pantheon top, okay, I'm less of a fan of that. But I can see it as a better matchup into the Gnar and the Vi respectively. So I can understand why they did it, but it's not as cool as what I wanted to see. So it is what it is. So unfortunately, I think it was like 317 or something. All right. Here you go. So we're gonna get the typical ad break that you guys normally get. So thank you guys for supporting the ads as always. If you do come back later, we'll see you guys when the game starts. Ciao, bye, yo. Alright, while we wait the 3 minutes, I'm just gonna open back up Arrow's Fantasy, and I'm gonna get some more stuff done on there. Because who wouldn't want to see sexy anime characters doing sexy things, right? Well, I mean, I want to see sexy anime characters doing sexy anime things. Alright. I assume since I only got one energy, yeah, I only have one of that. Let's do the challenges. So as much as I like the, I guess, ingenuity here of the team comp for the side of HydroQuebec, there's no late game assurance. Like Pantheon and Akali might be hard to deal with in the later stages of the game, but Vayne and Syndra, like, look, okay, we get it. If Dars can never get a proper Meganar off, it's going to be a decent issue. But if we don't get the ball rolling here for the side of HydroQuebec, and they have very good mid game potential, but we need to see that potential in action, because if we don't, it's gonna be a feels bad man angle at the end of the day. So we'll have to hope we get what we need to get. But the last game was very, very bloody, so I'm also expecting the same kind of grit and wanting to brawl for everything, all the objectives. I really like the second grub contest and stuff. It's nice to see teams kind of like pull out of their shell and not be afraid to fight, because if you're just always afraid to do something, things can get scary fast. But yeah. We got about 30 seconds before we get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully you guys enjoyed game number 1. And for those who can't stay the entire day, a reminder that 10 a.m. Eastern, the game will be up for you guys on youtube.com/The Fallen Sanctum. So look forward to seeing it, or seeing any previous casts, Mama Go, Sushi Cup, and stuff. So here we go. We've got the skin roulette coming in hot. And in today's Skin Roulette edition, we got Fright Night Renatic Glass, Dino Nard, Demon Vibe, Pool Party Syndra, Sentinel Vayne, Ruthless Pantheon, Bewitching Poppy, KDL Autakari, Akali, Battle Academia Ezreal, and Dark Star Karma. We've got triple TP. Okay, so this time Nico, the more tanky player guy, is the one who's not taking the TP. So it kind of hurts. It kind of hurt Dars in some situations where he wasn't able to get a rotation off. But we'll have to see if the same is true here. Let me just do the roll swappy. Yep, there we go. Just gotta move the camera a wee bit to the left. There we go. Alright. Hopefully that is good enough for you guys. Let's get ready to get into Summoner's Rift. I don't know if we are on the patch where Electrocute was giga buffed by like 20 damage per level. The level 1 Electrocute burst is pretty massive though. Okay. Alright. Yo, we got Soma and Wake Up chilling. Who's gonna BM first? No. Nico. Rip.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, well. The BM started here from the side of HydroQuebec in game number 2. Wow, Syndra doing the dance. It's funny using the summer skin in winter. Just be like, summer arrive already. Alright, we'll have to see how Cedric maneuvers this early game, because last time we saw him, last few times we saw him play Vayne, he was the 80 carry for Leon Gaming, just saying. And he really put in the hurt, admonishing MrJcFanclub in the finals, just saying. Getting them a pretty convincing game 2 and game 3 win. We'll have to see what we get out of it. Gonna zoom back in just a little bit. We do have first strike here for McDaver, so he is looking to get as much first strike money procs as he can. Remember that initially you always get the $10, and it's after that that it starts calculating the damage. So the damage from the first spell does count, but the extra bonus or whatever counts from whatever the rest of the damage is. Nart does have to be careful when he's not in Mega. Pantheon does have good burst. And we'll have to see if this is Bruiser Pantheon or more like Assassin Pantheon, because Frontline was lagging from like both sides, but Pantheon has the possibility of becoming a really annoying thing to deal with. And because it is grasp over the likes of something like PTA, the Nar's not gonna be doing the most damage it could. We'll have to see also. Ghost Nation had a fantastic game last game. McDaver had a little bit of a rough game. And what's good for Pantheon into this Gnar matchup is that whenever he presses E, Gnar can't do damage to him. As long as it's aimed properly. Oh, Metaphor with a nice dodge. But then committing the Arcane Shift, that's a lot of mana in the early game here for the Ezreal. And we get the root from Zensei, but not much else. The mantra Q not going to land. Sorry, just a regular Q. Okay, wake up, gets the flash, the knockup. That's first blood for the Poppy. Super happy. Metaphors forced to burn both summoners. And this is kind of what happened bot lane, but in reverse this time. Last time it was Cedric getting first blood and then getting more kills on repetitive visits in the bot lane. But now Poppy with a little bit of money is able to get a lot of stuff done. And nice force of will by Dabber to stay alive. Is forced to burn his flash, so is going to have to be a little bit careful when the Akali does hit 6 for the perfect execution. But really nice play by Dabber here. See, people have warmed up their hands, but Nico here, Dars is on the wrong side of the map. However, that E puts in so much work against champions like Vi. Was this a premeditated pick, knowing that Soma would just get the Vi here in game number 2? Because if so, it is really smart. We're looking for a play into Dars. And Wake Up with the, well, not really an outplay, but Wake Up just holding a beautiful kill potential. Nico here has to try and not push the wave too hard. But so far things are looking fantastic. Wake Up gonna come back with almost 2/2 of a Sunfire, like 2/3 of a Sunfire Cape. Gets his little boots and is ready to pop off. The thing is that people have to understand, when Poppy W is up, Soma can't Q, Dars can't jump, Vayne can't Q, and yeah, a lot of the mobility is kind of restricted when the heroic presence is active. Oh, sorry, the steadfast. Sorry, yeah, it's steadfast presence. Ooh, the electrocute pretty nasty here from the side of Ghost Nation. McDaver getting chunked to about 60%. Has to be careful. Pantheon ultimate gonna be used to clear the wave. And we went Swifties first to be able to deal with the slow from the Gnar Q. Here we go. Looks like we are not trading objectives. Instead, we just have priority because we have the stronger bot lane right now. But technically, we also have the stronger top lane. So, Bobby is a little bit behind in farm, but with 2 kills, looking at the money no me, still up about 200 gold. Looking to make it as painful as can be for this Vi. And looks like Soma gonna be able to get his red buff in peace though. Who's going to be the first jungler to hit level 6, though? That's the real question. Okay, Cedric getting Mantra W'd. As I say, looking to heal back up. But Tan got some damage, but the Silver Bolts are starting to stack up. A nice dodge here. Okay, Zensei forced to use both summoners just to be able to live out of that, but nice play here by Cedric. Now, the Karma, who's normally like the lane bully support, has to be very, very careful. And it looks like we're trying to cheese in. And we are able to cheese the second objective, but Dars here gets a nice Mega Gnar. Cedric gonna be taken to the Shadow Realm. And Metaphor might be going down too. That's a feat of warfare taken for the side of DHQC. And we are one objective away. Yeah, we are one objective away from just snowballing these feats super early. And Dragon and Grubs are gonna be up in 3 minutes 30. So if we end up trading for any of the objectives, it's going to be disastrous here for the side of JCFanclub. Really good adaptations to the plays in the early game. Unfortunately, Wake Up does go down, giving a little bit of a shutdown here to the Syndra, allowing Dabber to get back into the game after the Akali had a pretty stellar early performance. Okay. Yeah, Soma and Wake Up are looking to get action started. Dars now is fatigued. It does not have access to the Mega Gnar anymore. Cedric's still doing a good job trying to farm. And the flash bash here from Wake Up gonna be enough. Batan here looking for a play on Cedric. The final hour comes down here, forced the Arcane Shift away. And Cedric and Metaphors able to fend off the aggression even with a level deficit. But here comes Ghost Nation, has the perfect execution available. A handshake beautifully predicted.
I hope this works.
Okay, but Ghost Nation with the flash to be able to secure through the perfect execution gets the 5-point strike. And Wake Up here now looking for a little bit of a play onto McDabber, but the Pantheon is gonna be enough. And Wake Up with his 4th kill. Man is putting in the work. Dar's not having as stellar of a lane as he could have been having. As Pantheon seems to be doing really good into the likes. Okay, the cease and desist being used. Soma might be in a little bit of trouble. The electrocute. But now we've got ooh, Soma gonna live by the skin of his teeth. Thankful that his Renata was there for him. But Dars is getting some decent plating here in the top lane. Pantheon no ultimate, forced to run back, but Pantheon was with these a very fast champion. Here Ghost Nation going to break the ankles of Dabber just by being the Juke Master. The Juke Master King. Wake Up here getting really aggressive. No, but McDabber not gonna have enough sauce to be able to get a kill. Cedric here making the rotation, so it's getting a little bit dangerous. And Ghost Nation able to take a reset without much. Okay, looks like Oh, wow. That Mantra W here really fucking Cedric over. And Batan's kind of fat now, so yeah, without a bot lane, we kind of have to give up this this dragon, and that's gonna be the feats of monster slaying taken here, more than likely here by the side of HydroQuebec. So signs of life as they are dominating this early game. This time a 4,000 gold lead, super early. The Poppy is so far ahead, and that's the feats. The Swifties on Pantheon being upgraded are going to be disgusting. And yeah, I mean, Poppy does have about like 2,600 gold that you can spend. And Dar's getting some solo money is pretty hardcore though. Nico's lead is dissipating. But Batan doing good, almost 1,800 gold up. About 1,000 gold lead for Ghost Nation, and Wake Up with about a 1,500 gold lead. Now, Batan has to be a little bit careful. It is a Vayne, but level 9. Is that Triforce already? Yeah, that is Triforce with the speedy boots. So, Soma here gonna be taking his buff, but that's gonna be 6 grubs over to the side of HydroQuebec. Really putting in that work for game number 2. Oops. There you go. Looking at the build, we got the Eclipse, we got the Sunfire, we got the Storm Surge, we got the Triforce, we got the Moonstone, and no one outside of Dabber has an item on the side of JCFanclub, so things are pretty rough. The Poppy almost at 1.5 items, and Vi really wants to get her first. Ooh, well, Nico here gonna miss the spear shot in melee range. Ghost Nation gonna get chunked a little bit, but has a little bit of that movement speed. We are on an Infernal Rift this game, so we are looking to drift it up. Every time you pick up a little Cinder, for those that do not know, you kind of... Okay, nice flash here from Dars, but unfortunately Pantheon still gets to connect with a spear shot, and that is going to be a shutdown given over... it's a small shutdown, but it's 500 gold is 500 gold at the end of the day. We do get the first turret here for Batan and crew. Soma is going to get his own solo turret, but it means a lot less after the first one is taken down. Yeah, Batan looking to get a reset in, working towards the Monamune. We are probably going Deadman's Blade on Poppy. And I think we're going Sterix, no, not Sterix, sorry, Sundered Sky here on Pantheon. We do need that Triforce on Nara before he becomes a little bit of a dueling threat with his ultimate. So we'll have to see if we can get what we wanted. There we go. Alright, now we got a fight starting, but both Zensei and Ghost Nation here forced to flash out early. Congrats on Master Poopoo for winning your prediction. Sorry I didn't get one up for game number 2. I was a little busy doing the challenges over on Eros, but you have been awarded 10 extra channel points for winning. I know it's not much, but eventually in the future, those channel points will be used for something. Alright, so we are down 4-0 on objectives. Ghost Nation looking to take another turret. Cedric has his Dragon Slayer, but here comes Zensei getting rooted up. We got the Bobby Copter gonna throw gonna throw Soma away, and getting in a bit of trouble. There's no Storm Surge here on the Syndra, but this Rift Herald is getting pretty low. The Bobby Ult was already used, and now Zensei is probably going to go down. Soma's taken pretty low. The ultimate used here onto the shutdown, though, for Bobby. The Mega Gnar getting 2 people into the wall. Batan is in a little bit of trouble. And Nico also going to be taken down. That's a beautiful bunch of kills here. And now JCFanclub. So Cedric does lose the 1v1 to the Akali. So Ghost Nation at least gets a W there for his team. And we do kill the Gnar in the team fight here for the side of DHydroQuebec. But that was a lot of shutdowns given over, shortening the gold lead to just about 3k. So now, looking at it, we have a completed item on all champions. Some champions nearing 2 completed items. Batan being the first to hit 2 completed. So Batan and Dabber being the first 2 that hit completed items on their respective teams, though. But this is Infernal Soul Point, and I don't think Soma wants to give it up. But I don't know if Soma can contest it at this current time. We got Cedric and Metaphor clearing out the mid lane, but there's no vision, and it's 3 to 2 in terms of people close. Actually, Nico was also there, just hovering, making sure Syndra couldn't get close. So it makes it hard. But Ghost Nation still rocking at 4-0. Was deathless until the very last moment of the last game. So, it's showing that he's got some pretty good hands. McDabber having a much better game than he did last game too. Feels more comfortable in this matchup. Also, he got ganked repetitively by like everyone last game, which kind of sucked. True Shot Barrage here to thin out the wave. But we've got the Rift here in the bot lane. Should be able to confirm the turrets. And we're looking to lock down the Gnar. The mini hub's gonna get interrupted. And Dara's gonna be taken to the Shadow Realm. But Ghost Nation here in a bit of trouble. The execution here from McDabber is coming. But Cedric not gonna be able to kill Batan. A beautiful shielding play here from the side of DHydroQuebec, and are really putting the gas on, they're putting the foot on the pedal here in game number 2, really wanting to show us that we can get to game 3 in these fearless drafts, that it's not gonna be all one-sided stomps. Ghost Nation unfortunately not gonna remain deathless once again. His KDA though looking pretty clean over these 2 games. Even after losing game 1, I think he was like 9-1-8 or something. That was pretty good. Still 17 KDA in a game loss, in a loss is pretty good. But here we see more and more items getting completed here for the side of DHydroQuebec. We got the Black Cleaver, we got the Dead Man's Blade, we almost have a Storm Surge. We now have the Ionian Victory boost here for Batan, and we're working towards an Imperial Mandate for Karma. So this support is going to be pumping out damage-enhancing spells for her allies. So if you didn't know, immobilizations or slows by the person with the Imperial Mandate will kind of create a Leona-style passive mark that can be popped for extra damage. But it's also, Imperial Mandate is an AP item. Ghost Nation might be in a little bit of trouble. Has to use the perfect execution here to try and get away. Gonna ult over the wall, but the cease and desist is gonna confirm. Metaphor still here, has the handshake, but it's gonna get flashed, and Soma is just gonna get a kill. However, we traded Ghost Nation for the Otacon. Well, there's no Baron to play for, so that's voracious. Ghost Nation still gonna have it. Gonna have only 2 minutes of Otacon instead of 2.5 minutes of Otacon. But trading Ghost Nation for a team-wide buff, even if Ghost Nation is dead, I'd say that's pretty good. Wake Up and Zensei here Now looking for McDabber in the top lane. But will Soma be able to save his mid laner? We're gonna get a nice stun onto Wake Up, but the flash smash into the wall stun. Sensei also just not being able to die, just tanking the entirety of the Syndra ultimate. And what items does Syndra have? I mean, Syndra has... Okay, she went Cosmic Drive. Okay, it kind of explains why a little bit of a lack of the burst damage. It's more of like the be able to play through the Akali, the Poppy, the Pantheon with that movement speed and stuff, but it does explain why there was no assassination potential. And now we are going... it could be going a number of things here for the side of Wake Up, but idealistically we are probably going to see a Spirit Visage or a Canic Rooker. A Canic, when Syndra's the only magic damage on the team, doesn't make too much sense. I would like to see a Spirit Visage just to make the Poppy shield much stronger. McDabber and Metaphors here looking for a stop play, get a nice 2-man stun. Sensei gets... Wake Up takes quite a bit of damage here, but as we said with the Syndra build, there is no burst to kill a Poppy, even if she has barely any magic resist. Keep in mind the Poppy passive gives her armor magic resistance. Sorry, the passive on her W. Yeah, I think the W is what gives you armor magic resistance. And I think it triples when you're low. So she's naturally tanky, so she can get away building mainly health and armor. Because unless there's a heavy source, like heavy magic damage source, and that's going to be Infernal Soul taken here for the side of... the side of DHydroQuebec. They really are showing that when you don't pay your electricity bill, they're gonna come fuck you up. And probably just fuck you too. You know, Fridays are meant to be pegging days, so it is what it is at the end of the day, but hey, sometimes in life you need a good pegging to learn a lesson. And it just feels like there was a little bit of a draft gap here from the side of JCFanclub. Like, we pick Vayne into a team comp that she can't really do much to. We blind pick... Well, we pick Nara into Pantheon, which honestly... Nico has looked great on this Pantheon. And the Karma with the shields, the speed ups and stuff just really allow everyone on the team to kind of go bananas. You know? So I feel overall, DHydroQuebec, really good draft. We're going to get a prediction up for game number 3 if we get there. We should. It's a 6k gold lead. We're doing Baron. We have Infernal Soul. We had Otacon. Okay, but it is an objective bounty. We're trying to snipe Soma. We're not going to be able to snipe Soma. Soma needs to get into the pits. Okay. Okay, but Ghost Nation here going to be able to assassinate Cedric. Soma tries to get onto Sensei, but we're trying to fight the support, and now pretty much everyone else is dead. We did manage to stop the Baron, but now you get hit by the Pantheon. And yeah, that's essentially an ace. I mean, Dars is alive, but almost no HP. And without our Ezreal, this Baron's gonna be a little bit slower, but we still got a good amount of damage, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, Akali does a lot of damage to monsters, because you get your procs pretty often. And that's going to be Baron secured, 9,000 gold lead. Gonna be hard to lose from there. So we get the Canic. I'm not really liking this. Syndra has no kill potential on the Poppy at all. And there's like, yeah, outside of Renata, there's literally no magic damage. Yeah, having no grubs feels really bad, not being able to take a turret easily. Pantheon now with Hysterics, even more immortal. We got the Zone Seeker's Arm Guard here built For Ghost Nation, we have the Shojin for Batan. Batan's Azrael has looked really clean, but it's easy to look good when the rest of your team is she has made good plays, but I mean this Pantheon, Poppy, Akali trio with Zensei backing them up with speeds and shields, it's hard. It's hard to not be able to land poke when you have the freest form of lockdown. So like Dar's already thrown into Meganar, the hostile takeover. I mean, Batan's gonna attack Zensei once, but that's gonna do like 200 damage because of the Karma Shields. Nigo here looking to get the inhibitor in the mid lane. Ghost Nation looking to get the bot lane inhibitor. And now if we get that top lane inhibitor, see look, like Batan took 30% damage from that ultimate. She has no MR. But yeah, that's 3 cannon minions on the Nexus that are baroned up. That's gonna be in a little bit of trouble. The perfect execution comes through. The Zonias, both towers are now destroyed, and that Nexus is being sent to the Shadow Realm. We've got a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Get hype! Silver Scrapes, you know it. I will play the Silver Scrapes when we get to best of 5s, but for the time being, you'll have to. I don't have any like other Silver Scrapes-esque music for you guys, but let's just get a prediction. Let's start a prediction. Who got them hands? V3. We're gonna get a 5-minute submission for the prediction. So get your channel points in. Get your channel points in for this last game. This could be a big game. We'll have to see. The Vi is officially off the board. There's no more Vi. Thank God. There is no more Vi. So we are going to have to see some junglers that are requiring a bit of, you know, hands. Not saying that Vi doesn't require any hands, but we're going to have to see a little bit more of that, you know, spice instead of that tier 0 shit, you know? You feeling me? Hell yeah. Yo, what's up, Bangadon? How you doing tonight? You enjoying the games? Let me update the scoreboard while we're at it. So we are getting ready for game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to get your channel points in. If this is your first time on the channel, you should be able to claim... No. Bengado, I'm just saying, je suis tanné de voir Vi Chris, okay? Like, we see her every game in pro. I'm tired. Yeah, no. Vi's got great fingers, you know, we get it, you know, she be doing that missile barrage. Yeah. She must have maxed out her expert level water magic, if you know what I mean. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, so far, it looks like everyone is putting the money in the HydroQuebec basket. No one's got faith that Larry and the gang can bring it back. I do admit, after that game number 2, it is a little hard to see why we would vote for JC, but I want to see a nice, clean, brawly game. This felt more like a one-sided stomp than it should have been, but yeah. Okay, looks like we got red side here for we got red side here for fan club. So either back on blue. There is no Vi this game. So there is still the possibility of the Wukong. But I think the Viego and the Diana are going to stay standard bans. Unless there is something else that they want to try out or play through. So we'll have to see what we end up getting at the end of the day. But I really liked Batan's Ezreal in both the series versus JCFanclub and DH. I feel like it's a really solid champion for her. I would like to see her maybe on a champion like, I don't know. I feel like if Ezreal is her style, then maybe we could see some Corki, some Smolder, some Misfortune, something like that. It kind of like low to the floor, easy to play champion. She's not a bad player by any means, but I mean, having to pick some of the more complex, mechanically like based champions in the AD carry position could prove a little bit hard. But her Ezreal is great. I have nothing bad to say about that Ezreal. Maybe a little bit greedy sometimes, but overall, a decent amount of Mystic shots were landed. She did good in lane, good damage. So here we are getting into the champion select. Cool. Alright, so I will just filter to what is currently banned on the screen. So what you see highlighted in blue, just in blue, is what HydroQuebec cannot play. Highlighted in red, only red, is what JCFanclub cannot play, and has blue and red. Only the Vi so far has been picked by both teams. So here we are seeing the same kind of bans, a lot of jungle bans, the two respect bans here for Dars, and the Gnar didn't look clean. But then going back to playing the what's it called? Alright, so we have 2% of channel points voting for JC, 98% voting for Hydro. So if JC win this, the odds are 1 to 46. So what that means is you will get 46 times your investment back. So if Master Poopoo wins this, he will be rich in channel points. If not, the people who voted MrJcFanclub, so the people who voted HydroQuebec will be making a decent amount of money back. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what the return looks like. Okay, so getting back to the draft, looks like Mel was led through because we banned Ivern instead. We got Kog'Maw here for Cedric. Batan back on the Seraphine. We got the Ornn here for Nico, so finally Nico getting to play a tank. And now Ghost Nation playing the Syndra. So we got the Kog'Maw Lulu. So we gave up. What did we give up? Nothing? Yeah, we gave up nothing for the Kog'Maw Lulu. That's kind of crazy. We kind of just got a free Kog'Maw Lulu for game 3. Okay, we're going to ban Zac. Okay. Zac, first time being banned this series. Also, let me know for the end of the stream if there's anyone you guys would like me to raid. I'll look into it. Just so we don't end with a decent amount of viewers not sharing the love, you know? So just let me know what homie to raid when it's time to raid. Because I also have to do the end of the prediction and stuff. So, okay. So we're banning Gwen. Okay. Interesting. I mean, Gwen is great into Ornn, yes. But looking at the team comp that JC had already, that's a lot of magic damage. You kind of don't want more magic damage. Now, another pick that is great into the Ornn. Okay, the Alistar being banned here. Okay, but Alistar Seraphine? Really? I don't think... I mean, I know Zensei likes playing Engage, but... Alistar Seraphine doesn't look good. Yeah, I was going to say Camille is something that needs to be banned. Okay, so here we're just going to take Ambessa. A solid matchup into Ornn. Has scaling... has a percentage armor pen passive on her ultimate and a percentage spell vamp So we'll have to see how the early game goes, because Dars had a decent early game into a bad early game, and now if he's not kind of like up to par in the draft, it gets kind of okay. We're seeing Batan on Jinx. Okay. All right. Now that's a new champion. I haven't seen her pick. So we've seen Varus, Ezreal, Seraphine. Last series when I went to 3 game. And this series we saw Varus, Ezreal, now Jinx. Okay. And Wake Up picking up the Nocturne. Okay. But I mean, Mel looks really good into this team though. You've all picked ultimates that Mel can just say, nah, fam. So we'll have to see how much experience on Mel McDever has. Because this is the first week she's legal. So maybe she was played a lot in scrims. I know she's almost perma banned. She's like a 90+% ban rate or whatever in solo queue. And we're somewhat with the Volibear jungle angle. Okay, I mean, we did need some AD tank, whatever. I hope it's going to be AD tank Volibear. So let's hope we get that. And yeah, that's our draft here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to run in a quick ad break, and we'll be back for the start of the game. You know how it is. See you guys in just a few minutes. All right. Who do I need to level up? Oh, I guess I'll start working on Liliana. Gonna mute the music because it's almost time to get in. go. Getting ready for that game number 3. We got our silver scrapes. Now, if we get an upset, it would be interesting. But here we go. We got about a minute until we get into the game. I'm gonna take another swig of water. And yeah, all right. Team comp wise, it's kind of mixed because if Mel just reflects some of the game, like these team fight winning ultimates, like the Jinx ult, the Syndra ult, hell, the Ornn ult, or like Zensei's Encore, it could be devastating to the side of HydroQuebec. But on the other hand, if Anne gets a reset and kind of just pops off, we'll have to see though. Who's got better hands for this game? About to get in skin roulette for game number 3. Reminder that this VOD will be up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Downtime or Standard Time, whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah, here we go. If you want to watch it again, make clips and stuff out of it. We've got Elderwood Ornn, Old God Nocturne, SKTT1 Syndra, Jinx, Prestige Ocean Song Seraphine, Wow, that was a fast load in. Okay. We got Ambessa. We got the regular Mel skin. We got that's the what Kog'Maw skin is that? One of the first games since my Division 1 games that I wasn't able to complete. Addy, come on.
30 seconds until
And
minions
here we
spawn.
go. Everything looks good here. Nice. Okay. That looks like, what is that, Bima? Yeah, it looks like Bima. Like a Chromon Bima. We got Cafe Cuties Lulu. That's not Counselor Mel, because Counselor Mel wears different outfits. That's like the 10,000 blades, the pierced Volibear skin, and regular Ambessa. Okay. So we got some cool skins across the line here. It is sad that we no longer get Hextech chests, so Riot's saying that we should be paying $250 for badly designed skins. What do we think about that? I personally feel that Hextech chests, you know, they've been in the game for a decade and it never really felt like an issue. So the thing is here with Ghost Nation, if he tries to stun Mel and he gets reflected, he just stuns himself and sets himself up to get executed. So he's gonna have to be very careful. I'm interested in seeing what build Botania's gonna be going. If she's gonna be going the Yun pop-off build, or the like solo Q bruiser 80 carry build with the hull breaker and stuff, or maybe even if we're seeing the old style Korean lethality cheese build, just going collector oppo and not really building any attack speed, just building pure lethality and praying. Lower accurate Twitch name for the removal. I've had this name for, well, technically I've been known as the Fallen Sanctum for like about 12 years, because I've been on YouTube for 12 years. So, but all right, here we go. Dar's taking a little bit of a bad trade here, but Kog'Maw looking to get some Bio Arcane Barrage auto attacks in. Yeah, I don't know why I came up with the Fallen Sanctum as a nickname. But I kind of just did. I don't know, cause I know like it's the the Fallen are like impish creatures from Diablo. They're like, yeah, they're like imps, basically, in Diablo 2. Or, yeah, and yeah, just the Diablo franchise as a whole, or whatever. So, I guess that's where the name comes from. Let's see, that reflect. And Mel also, by the way, has an execute, so if you have enough stacks and she's got like that golden goose, you could be done for. And that's gonna be first blood over here to McDabber. Ghost Nation not flashing the play here. Darcy here trying to get a play here onto Nico, but the Searing Charge is going to be forced backwards as he is running a little bit too low on HP. Zensei and Batan having a little bit of trouble also here in this bot lane. Dars really looking... Okay, and Bessa really putting the hurt on Nico. The flash was saved. Metaphors here, just getting some glitter lance proc, but might be dead. Oh, Nico gonna live with like a sliver of health. And so unfortunately not gonna be able to get the Sky Clatter, the Sky Shatter down to deal the damage to Sensei. I don't think it would have killed. Might have forced the heal to come out, yeah. I'm a little sad with what they did to the Diablo series. I loved Diablo 2, and I kind of liked D2R, but I hated the fact that it never really got any updates. So even though I did leagues for like the seasonal ladder for a few years, it never really got anywhere. And after the first seasonal ladder, they kind of didn't give us any actual content. The one with the Terror Zones or whatever and the Sunder Terms. That's what I'm talking about. They added like a few rune words or whatever, but because that game never really made much money, there was no funding money left. So here Ornn has a call. Okay, so Nico really just not respecting the Ambessa matchup, saying it doesn't matter. I'll beat your ass eventually. McDabber here getting chunked a little bit, but has a nice little CS lead here in the mid lane. I had D3 on pre-order. I refunded it when the servers crashed because I didn't want to put up with that bullshit. I haven't touched D4 at all. D4 is a catastrophe at this point. But hey, if you're enjoying the cast, feel free to drop a follow. It's free and it helps. I'm live for most of the Eternals League matches and whatever other leagues that want me to cast their matches. I do only cast in English, even though we're in a French environment here. But it's a lot of fun. Alright, Cedric here with the Vamp Scepter should be able to safely and happily farm in lane. My favorite region to cast would have to be the LCK. I just feel like Korea as a whole is the most innovative, works the best at like adapting and doing new things, and the format is just clearly the best. Favorite player? My favorite player has always been Viper. I think Viper's on. No. I think he's on Hanwha right now. I was a really big generic Green Wings fan, but that team kind of doesn't exist anymore. The Reflect coming in here to stop the Paranoia, and Soma getting that damage in. Wake Up might not be able to get out. There's a stun coming up here for Soma, and there's fight on two fronts, but it's not going to be enough. And Wake Up just uses his ultimate for some chip damage. What about you? What player or team or region do you like? Just in general. Okay, the Bioarcane Barrage is starting to stack up here from Cedric, getting a lot of damage in. And now we have a Bomby Cinder from the Ornn, so it looks like we are going to be Sunfire first. We're not going the, what seems to be the standard unending plus Smite fight here. Who's it going to go to? Neither of the junglers have Smite. And Soma looks to be able to get it first. Has his level 6 too. Can tower dive. Even though we got the Horn of the Ornn porn, it's not going to be enough. Nico's going to forget to use it. but Syndra coming in clutch. Had to use her TP to get closer to that team fight though. The public execution here from Ambessa here. We got another charge. We just need one more ability and it's gonna be enough trying to get away from this Syndra. But now we have Mel teleporting into the top lane. A Super Mega Death Rocket still available here, but we're not going to try and snipe it. Batan in a little bit of trouble. Dodges the living artillery here. Oh yeah, being a KT fan, I can understand the pain. I was, yeah, being a KT slash Damwon enthusiast for a long time. You know, sometimes they have good years, others, it's like, you know, it is what it is sometimes. But yeah. Fun teams to watch overall, though. Ooh, a nice reflect here from McDabber. The paranoia being invested, Cedric being feared up. Lulu's the one being focused, though. The Super Mega Death Rocket gonna come in, and Cedric here forcing the flash heal. From sorry, just a heal, not the flash. Okay, the encore landing was pretty nice. However, another situation of not much happening this game. The feats of warfare though were claimed by the side of JCFanclub, and they are 1-to-1 in objectives. So Dars here really is that is he going? Are we going Shoshin first instead of Eclipse? It looks like, yeah, it looks like we are going Shoshin over Eclipse first. Okay, interesting. I mean, Dars is the duelist guy, so if anyone would know how to play his champion. And that's another execute, but we trade 1-for-1 in the mid lane. Dars here getting taken pretty low by Nico. Has to be a little bit careful. But the public execution and the Horn of the Ornporn are online, so we do have to be careful. However, Dars getting some good damage in. Gets the double brittle, but forgets the auto attack. Is it gonna be enough? Does he get the auto attack? No, he doesn't. Dars living with the ass clap of the century. And now should have enough money to finish his item if he is going Shoshin. I want to say maybe he wants to stay. He does know that Ornn has teleport. He has teleport himself, but Zensei and Wake Up are looking to make their way. The Paranoia almost off cooldown, so Dars has to be a little bit careful here. However, Cedric is making Batan's life miserable. Okay, Soma looking to take a fight here. Ghost Nation going to throw the reflect sideways, and he's gonna be a little bit stuck. We get another kill here onto the Mel. She's 3-1. Wake Up really looking to get all the grubs, but Dars doesn't want to give everything up. Wake Up gonna be stunned here. And that's a rude, that's not, well, it's an execute range, but it's not gonna be able to happen. And that's going to be grubs interrupted. So not going to be able to go up 2-to-1 in grubs here for the side. Sorry, 2-to-1 in objectives here for the side, for either side. But stopping the stacking is very, very important. Dragon is up though. Soma did have to commit the ultimate. So we do have no Sky Splitter. Or Stormbringer. But I can check. So what's it called? This is Sky Splitter. Okay, so Sky Splitter is the, okay. I thought it was Sky Shatter for some reason, because, you know, but that would make sense. How do you get lightning when there are no clouds? Man, my geologist is coming out. Okay, the Shojin seems nice. We're getting a lot of damage in. Get that bonus CDR on those abilities. Putting in the work. I'm getting a notification on my phone, but it's just YouTube, so it's gonna be fine. Don't really have to answer it right now anyways. Mel here, gonna get stunned up. Not gonna be able to reflect the stun. And just has to be a little bit careful. But we do have one item for pretty much everyone except the bot laners. Our Ghost Nation now looking to heal up. Soma gonna get caught. Gonna take a little bit of damage, but I mean, it's Seraphine damage output, not really good. at most points of the game, so it doesn't really matter too much. It's just the CC layering. Looks like the quest is going to be finished for Seraphine first, but Paranoia comes in here, forcing Metaphors back. But a double charm, we've got the Super Mega Death Rocket, but Batan is getting Mucker, Trucker. The Living Artillery not going to be enough. Soma here, gonna be taken down by McDabber. And that's a double, Ghost Nation with the double kill. McDabber making his way down, but not being able to impact the team fight. Dars here just looking, just looking to fuck up Orin just a little bit, denying him as much CS as possible, and fighting him at every opportunity. Though Ghost Nation has been suffering in CS quite a bit, down almost 30 plus CS. I thought Syndra was a champion to farm super easily, but I guess when you're spending the entirety of your laning phase trying to poke the champion you're laning against down, it kind of do end up missing quite a bit of CS. Looks like we are going the Yuntal build here for Jinx. I'm really happy to see it. I'm really tired of seeing Collector first on this champion, because I feel like it is beyond cockapoo dog shit. And I feel like a crit 80 carry should be building crit. Okay, Ghost Nation with a really solid chunk though. Teleport invested. McDabber down to 50% though. And both their teleports have been used. Nice beat drop here by Zensei to get a little bit of chunky damage in. Soma here gonna look to find a play onto Zensei, but they're gonna get CC'd up. Forced to use a Stormbringer, and that was like 15 auto cancels. But now Wake Up and Batan are on the other side. Ghost Nation maybe looking for a stun play angle so we can get a Paranoia into stun, but we kind of got to get shit done fast. And yeah, no, Soma just gonna press the smite objective button, and that's gonna be enough to secure the objective. Looks like we got a Hextech Rift today. Nico gonna grab himself one of them bloody petals, because he likes them flowers, boy. I see what the players are going to do regarding these petals. Are they going to focus them? Ooh. Nico is taken really low though. Neither AD carry wants to take a recall just yet. They have to... we do have the teleport here by Nico. Nico and Dars still hadn't used their TPs. They both kind of just walked back to lane. Interesting. A Rift Herald has spawned. It is an objection. It is an objective that we can contest if we get it here for the side. If we get the next objective, we get here for the side of MrJcFanclub will be the feats of monster slaying. So looks like we are going. What is this? Take Cyclo Sword. But Jinx being allowed time on a turret, never a good idea. As she does shred those pretty fast. Yeah, only really the bot lane turrets have taken any damage. The mid lane turrets and top lane turrets haven't really been a focus right now. The Encore coming down. A Cedric here gonna be turned into a monkey's uncle, and he's dead. We get the Super Mega Death Rocket. We get that double kill for the Jinx in the bot lane. Got Dragon spawning in. Yeah, the next objective spawns in 3 minutes outside of this Rift Herald. But if they can secure the turret, then they can start focusing only on fighting 4 objectives. Okay, the Seraphs, we're going to choose not to reflect the Syndra ultimate. Instead, just eat it with the use of the Seraphs. Nico here going to take a decent amount of damage. Starting to suffer a little bit on the farming department, but it looks like the feats are just going to be given over here to the side of MrJcFanclub, and they were very impactful in games 1 and 2. So let's see what happens here. DHydroQuebec still up about 500 gold. Although execution coming through here onto Nico. We have the Horn of the Yarnthorn. Is it gonna be enough? Are we gonna be able to use it? We get the flash here, but we get the smash and dash. And Wake Up here in a bit of trouble. Soma looking for that ass. Gonna get fear tethered, but is it gonna be enough? We've got the Stormbringer, but Wake Up might be like an elemental hero, really needing someone to flash that hero signal. Batan just getting destroyed in the 1v1. That red buff really putting in the work, and we might even get the first turret here for oh no, okay, so sorry, we got first turret bot lane for blue side, but getting a double charge on this Herald. There's Dar's almost crashing into the wall with that Rift Herald, but we're getting a lot of turret damage. Yeah, that turret's gonna die next wave if someone's on it, but good job. Grab the pedal! Grab the pedal, Dars! No, Dars! You gotta grab the pedal. It's like an objective, bro. Okay, well, I'm very interested in seeing what boots choices we get here for the side of JCFanclub. I'm expecting Berserkers on Kog'Maw. We got CDR on both Dabber and Metaphors. I'm expecting maybe Greaves? Merc Treads, yeah, Merc Treads on Volibear and probably Ambessa. I don't think this is a plated steel cap game. Zensei gonna look to take a ward, but gonna be forced away here from this crab. But Soma here almost oh, okay, we get we get forcing the paranoia. What are we using? We're using the paranoia just defensively. That is a huge cooldown invested. Now there's no way to start a fight, and Dar's gonna miss the public execution. Things go from bad to worse here, but beautiful cooldown burning. We did go Unending Despair upgraded, so we'll have to see what upgrades we get here for the Jinx. I assume the Jinx and the Syndra are the first two to get their upgrades from Nico. Okay, we get the Super Mega Death Rocket, and we're still able to steal. That's Hextech Soul Point here secured for the side of JCFanclub. So far, Poopoo looks to be cashing in. He's gonna be cashing in, what is it, like almost 2,500 points from the prediction. Shit's gonna be a little bit crazy. Orn looking to finish up his Merc Treads. Very helpful into Ambessa. Well, to all that CC. Gonna build an extra cloth armor just for the funabroskis of it. And Nico here gonna clear a ward. What's it called? It's called Foresight Alteration. Gonna clear the Foresight Alteration ward on the Otacon put by Ambessa. Looks like Dar's looking to get a recall in. Has some money. Has about 1,000 gold. Okay, looking to upgrade his boots. What are we going with? No, we're instead gonna be going. Is this? What is this? I'm not sure what this could be. Is what does Collector build out of? What does Collector build into that an AD Bruiser wants? If anyone in the chat knows, it'd be nice. Your input is always valuable. I don't think it's Yomu's. It's not Collector, is it? No. I don't play Assassin, so I rarely ever build this fucking item. Okay, but McDabber gets a nice boost. Oh, and not gonna be able to finish off Ghost Nation. Flash invested by both mid laners, but we are trading Otacon for a tier 2. So, I mean, Voracious is nice, but now what will you do with it? If we don't get any objectives, or we don't, like, win any team fights with it, then it's kind of like a wasted buff. While, you know, the catch-up gold has given HydroQuebec a little bit of a lead. We do have 2 crit items now on the Jinx. I would like to see an attack speed item, maybe like Runans. But if we feel we need a little bit of penetration, maybe I think the Mortal Reminder better item here than the Lord Dominic's Regards. Just to shut down the healing from the Ambessa, the Volibear, the Kog'Maw. Anti-sustain is definitely fruitful when looking at these angles. Okay, looks like the Luden's Companion was upgraded to the American Blicky. That's the name I'm giving it. The masterwork item for the Luden's Companion. The American Blicky. Alright, Soma is running pretty fast, but gets caught up by the zap and oh, okay. So yeah, I forgot that Orin and Volibear have unique interactions because they're kind of at odds. They're like 2 gods beefing with each other. Which is funny that the Forge God and the Storm God would be enemies. But you know, they've retconned League of Legends lore so much that it's a little hard to kind of understand where things are going. Oh, okay. Nico doing a decent amount of damage. Getting dealt a decent amount of damage. Is 2 levels down also, which is pretty big. But Cedric is down 2 levels to Batan. So I guess that evens out. Mel putting in a lot of work onto Syndra. And we get the public execution. Batan gets hit. We got the Stormbringer. And Batan just goes down. We now have Nico. The Horn of the Ornporn gonna be summoned. Gonna get a 3-man knockup. And we're looking to make a retribution. But Cedric is still alive. Dars is dancing on people in the backline. And there is nothing that HydroQuebec can do. Though a beautiful engage by Nico. Their damage just died within the first 5 seconds of the team fight, and it was Jover. You have a reset team with like the likes of Jinx. So if the Jinx just instantly dies, it's really, really hard to make a comeback. And that's gonna be Hextech Soul. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but the biggest problem with the Hextech Soul is Kog'Maw has basically 900 range. He's gonna have a Static Shiv passive that slows everyone, and he just finished. Yeah, he's working on his 3rd item now. I think this is Terminus. It's either Terminus or Wit's End. I'd want to think. In terms of Kog'Maw items, this looks like Terminus. It's probably just going to be Runans, though. Lulu is giving him enough shielding to be... Oh, and Cedric stealing Batan's crab. Okay, Batan's going to get caught out here one more time. Mal just goes snip, snap, booty clap. And, That's gonna be the end of Jinx. 2 deaths in a minute and a half, and there's Serpent's Fang was the item here for Ambessa. It makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of shielding potential, and it's about the ability to be able to just murder the Jinx on command. Yeah, Ornn is bot lane without teleport, so Ambessa can do whatever she wants. We are going to take the mid lane outer, though. And see, that's an AoE slow just from the ultimate. And Mel's just going to go snip, snap, booty clap. We get the Stormbringer in place. Soma forgot to aim across the wall. Metaphors here, going to take a little bit of damage. But Soma wants some of that Ionian slushy. And not going to be able to get to it. But then Jinx with no penetration item can't really hurt Soma with the amount of armor he has. Another slow here coming down, and that's the mid inner taken. And Dara is also going to be able to take the bot outer, and now we're looking to force a fight for the bot inner, and things are going fantastically here for the side
of things are going fantastically here for the side of JCFanclub. Gold leads across the line. That's a 2,000 gold lead top, 1,500 gold lead jungle, 1,000 gold lead mid, 500 gold, like 300 gold lead bot. So it doesn't really matter. But every lane is winning. Every position is winning. And when we winning, we stay winning. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. All right. Now we got the Sorelias probably coming in here for the likes of Ambessa. The Ionian Victory boost picked up here by Soma, just so he can go even faster. Lulu also picked them up. And yeah, Cedric is still 0-2, but does enough damage to melt the front line. And then the rest of his teammates can just kill everyone off. Mal's got an execute, so it's kind of like you're always playing with Elder Dragon at this point. That top lane turret isn't gonna last long. Ambessa looking to get some damage onto the turret. Gonna take it down to more than half. And the next wave is another cannon wave. It looks like this turret's also gonna die. Batan here gonna get turned into some bear meat sushi. And that's the reverse encore, just killing Batan. So Zensei killing his own AD carry at this point. And the public execution stopping Nico. And yeah, Cedric just putting in the work. Still 0-2-9, but that was a beautiful ultimate to end off the series. JCFanclub not letting themselves get reverse swept. So who should we raid, guys? Is there anyone you want to raid, or should I just finish predictions and end the stream? Alright, let's manage predictions. We're going to choose the outcome. JCFanclub, Poo-Poo, you are getting your points. Congrats, Poo-Poo, for the massive amount of points that you were given. You gained 2.3 thousand points. That's crazy. But yeah, that's gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you guys for watching the stream as always. We'll be live. We actually tomorrow we leave for about a week, so we'll be back Saturday. So if there is a game on Saturday that people would like me to cast, just tag me in the post if anything. Yeah, I don't see anyone any raid suggestions, so we're probably just gonna end the stream here. So thank you for watching. As always, video will be up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And hopefully you guys all have a great week. I look forward to seeing some of the games for Eternals week 3. I probably won't be there for most of them, but hey, yeah. On that note, I'm gonna wish you guys a great night, and yeah, have a great time. Thanks for joining the stream, and we'll see you guys next time.